What's up YouTube? Today I'll be doing an install tutorial on a Resto quad, headlights, and the tail light for the Raptor 700. And I did go ahead and buy some OEM headlight covers so I won't have to try to transfer the headlight cover that's already on the stock lights to the Resto quad light. So there'll be a step that I can skip. So enough talking, gonna do a little unboxing, then we're gonna get to it. Alright, so the first thing that's in this black bag, they offer a smoke tail light for the Raptor 700. And it's LED also. So see, that's what it looks like. It looks real simple, just plug and play. So this will probably be the first thing that I put on before I start with the front. Okay, so the next thing we have is the headlights themselves. This is what one of them looks like. And we do get instructions in the box. Has some white wire, a lot of white wire, some Resto card stickers, and their business card. Just giving y'all a quick look at the instructions. A lot of parts don't come with instructions, so in order to get the tail light out, there are three 10mm bolts that we need to remove first. You got one right here under the seat. We got one on this side, and then we got another one on the exhaust side. And you will need a socket extension to reach this 10mm bolt right here. So I'm gonna get those taken out real quick, and we're gonna move on. Okay, so once we get all three of those bolts out, we should be able to just pull this black cover off. And once we pull this black cover off, we see our tail light right there. And we see the wire that we need to disconnect and reconnect, once we put the new tail light in. Okay, so once you get this disconnected, it's two Phillips head screws that's holding the tail light in, so you'll have to remove those two to get this tail light out. Okay, once you get the two Phillips head out, it's I guess some kind of rubber garment holding this in, so you'll have to pull that out as well to get the tail light out. Alright, just showing y'all a quick comparison of the stock tail light versus the smoke Resto card tail light. I do have the Raptor decal on my tail light. That's why I look black. It's usually clear, unlike the Resto quad, which comes tinted. So when you get ready to put the new tail light in, you will have to go from the back to put it in. Do not try to go from the front to put it in because it won't fit. So you have to go in from the back. And once you get that in place, the only thing you'll have to do is screw those two Phillips head bolts back in. So once you get the tail light in, the only thing you'll have to do is connect it into that connector. And what I did, I just added some electrical tape around this open piece of wire and around the wire ends. And before you put it back on, it's a rubber, don't know if y'all can see it, that rubber grommet, it'll go into place of the rubber grommet that came from the stock tail light. So the only thing you'll have to do now is just mount the cover back up, and we should be done with the tail light portion. Okay, so a problem that you may run into while putting this tail light in is that when you put, connect that into that rubber grommet, the wire is not going to be long enough for you to put the cover back on without, having a tight pull on that wire. So I don't know if it's because I have a aftermarket grab bar or whatnot. So I'm just gonna take that out, and I won't be putting it into the grommet. So that's just if you're doing this install and you run into that problem, it could be because I have a aftermarket grab bar, but I'm not sure. So I'm just not gonna place it in that holder right there, so the pull won't be so tight when I try to put the cover back up. Alright, we got the tail light on. Now we finna move to the headlight. So the first thing we need to do is take the stock headlight out. To do that, we have one bolt here that we need to remove, and we should just be able to pull it out, but don't pull too hard because you don't want to break the headlight bracket. Okay, so once you eventually get the headlight from off the bracket, the only thing you have to do is unplug it from right here. So once you get the stock headlight removed, you will have to remove these 3 rubber grommets on the stock headlight to transfer them to the Resto card headlight. So I've gotten everything transferred that I need to take off the OEM light and put it on the Resto quad light. And like I said, I ordered some OEM headlight covers, so I wouldn't have to take that off of the OEM light and try to transfer it. So just give me all a quick side by side look. And before you mount them, I suggest you wrap these 3 wires with electrical tape. We are gonna wrap these with electrical tape, but not right now because we need to run some wire to these. So like I said, before you mount, I just suggest you cover this up with maybe 1 or 2 layers of electrical tape. I got the wires wrapped up with some electrical tape. Only thing left to do now is just mount them. Okay, I got both lights mounted up. The easy part of the install is done, but now we get to the part that may be a little challenging to some people, is wiring up the daytime running lights. So if you want to use the white, you'll let this focus in. Okay, you'll run the white wire from this red wire to a fuse back in the fuse box, which I'm gonna use the ignition fuse. And to wire both up, I'm gonna try to run this white wire through here to meet the other side to tie it in with the other headlight. So this gonna be the kind of challenging part, just to get the wire to run through like you want it to. So I don't know if y'all will be able to see this or not, but what I did, this is the white wire, and I recommend if you do, run the white wire from one light to the other, I recommend you just wrap it up with some electrical tape just to protect that wire so it's going through. And I got it running above the gas line, going through the holder for the, well, it used to be the AIS, but I deleted that. And it's just going through to the other side. And it came out right here. And the only thing I gotta do now is just tie it in to this headlight on the other side. Okay, I got the lights on, mounted, and wired. I'm just gonna show y'all how I got it. The daytime running lights wired, so you just tie that white wire in with the red wire or the brown wire, depending on if you want to use the white or the amber color. And I got it running. It's zip tied up there. And it's running through. And always when you run anything, with wire, just give yourself some extra slack with the wire. You never know, you may need to use it one day. You may need to trim some off. So, okay, we got the white wire running to that ignition fuse right there. I said pretty simple. The most important thing when you're, running wires to make sure you got it protected. Like I got it a lot of electrical tape on it, and I got some electrical tape running through to the other side. And if you got any loose wires, just make sure you can zip tie it up like I got right there. So I'm gonna turn them on and let y'all see what they look like. So let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna wait till nighttime, then I'm gonna let y'all see what they look like at night.